You ever have one of those moments where the world just stops, and you know deep in your gut everything's about to change? That's what it felt like for Maya Jackson, the day she walked into that sleek Chicago boardroom, sunlight bouncing off glass walls, only to have her life turned upside down. She'd been CEO of Horizon Enterprises for a decade, built it from a scrappy startup to a Fortune 500 giant. And now, here was Marcus Tate, silver-haired, smug as hell, slamming his gavel like he was judge and jury, saying, "Maya, you're done, pack your stuff. You don't belong here anymore." The room went quiet, like the air got sucked out. Maya didn't flinch, didn't blink, just sat there, hands folded, staring at Marcus like she could see right through him. She'd faced him before his whispered jabs about her style, his eye rolls in meetings, his not-so-subtle hints that a black woman from South Side didn't fit his vision of executive. But this was personal. Marcus had been gunning for her since she outmaneuvered him for the CEO spot years ago, and now, with the board's backing, he thought he'd won. "Security's waiting," he sneered, leaning forward, savoring it. "Your badge is toast." Maya stood, slow and deliberate, her heels clicking on the polished floor. Every eye was on her. Some directors looked away, ashamed, others smirked, already loyal to Marcus. She grabbed her leather notebook, slipped her pen inside, and pulled out her phone. "It's time," she said into it, voice low, steady. "Pull it all." She hung up, and Marcus's smirk faltered. "What the hell was that?" he snapped. Maya just smiled, beryllia flicker, so quick you'd miss it if you blinked. "You'll find out," she said, and walked out, the door clicking shut behind her like a period at the end of a sentence. What Marcus didn't know, what none of them knew, was that Maya had seen this coming. Years ago, when she negotiated Horizon's biggest deals, she'd slipped in clauses, little legal landmines tied to her leadership. If she was ever forced out, poof, those contracts would vanish like smoke. And that's exactly what happened. By noon, emails started pouring in, partners like Pacific Ventures and Global Trust pulling out, citing Clause 19. Horizon stock tanked, down 10% in hours, then 20%. Social media caught fire when an intern posted a shaky clip of Maya's exit head high, flanked by guards, unbothered. "They fired Maya Jackson," one tweet read. "Big mistake. Hashtags like Maya Matters and She Runs It exploded." Marcus thought he could spin it, calling a press conference, all bluster and bravado. "Horizon's stronger without her," he said, but his voice cracked, and the internet noticed. Clips of him sweating, slamming fists in the boardroom, went viral, captioned, "Dude's losing it." Meanwhile, Maya stayed silent, letting the world do the talking. Protests popped up outside Horizon's glossy tower, workers, students, even strangers chanting, "Bring Maya back." Murals of her face appeared in Detroit, Atlanta, even London, with her words painted underneath. "You can fire me, but you can't erase me." Then she spoke. At a packed press conference in New York, Maya stepped up, same white suit from that day, now a symbol of defiance. "Dignity isn't up for debate," she said, voice calm but cutting. "I'm freezing $2 billion in Horizon's capital until they own their bias, reinstate worker protections," and Marcus steps down. The crowd roared. The market tanked another 15%. Marcus screamed in his office, "She's extorting us." But the board knew he'd signed those clauses, laughed off her warnings, thinking she was replaceable. Now they were bleeding billions. The courtroom was next. Maya faced Marcus across a tense chamber, his face red, hers serene. Witnesses admitted the board ignored her, mocked her safeguards. "We thought she was bluffing," one said. The jury didn't buy Marcus's defense, guilty on systemic bias, guilty on breach of duty. Outside, crowds cheered, chanting, "Justice served." Maya didn't celebrate. She just exhaled, like she'd been holding her breath for years. But Maya wasn't done. Back in her quiet office, she launched the Unity Fund, $200 million for women of color to build, create, lead. Applications flooded in, from single moms in Oakland to coders in Nairobi. The world watched, stunned, as Maya turned pain into power. She even met Sarah, the receptionist who'd smirked and tossed her ID that first day, sparking it all. In a small community center, Sarah stammered, "I'm sorry, I didn't see you." Maya just nodded. "I see you now," she said, and quietly funded a job program in Sarah's town. No cameras, no headlines, just grace. Months later, at a global summit, Maya stood before world leaders. Power without dignity falls apart, she said. Power with dignity builds forever. The hall erupted, her words echoing in classrooms, boardrooms, streets. She'd become more than a COA movement, a mirror, forcing everyone to face themselves. But here's the thing. Can dignity really change a system, or will it take another Maya to rise? What do you think? Did she go too far, or not far enough? Drop your thoughts below, share this story, and let's talk about what justice really means.